Okay, so this is a video I did not think I was gonna be making today. Andrew Tate, maybe you know him, maybe you don't. He's been the most Googled man in the world for like the last 3 months. Very polarizing figure. He's been banned from Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. He's been completely deplatformed. So now he's on Rumble and a couple other platforms. But all that being said, he posted one of my videos on his Gettr page. He posted a video and made a comment. I never thought I was gonna be making a video saying Andrew Tate uploaded one of my videos. And he did go through the trouble of downloading the video and uploading it, but I'm gonna show you why his logic on the comment he made on my video is completely false. And then I'm gonna give you 7 reasons why Christianity is the only true religion. Now, Andrew Tate, as of today, or as of yesterday, has said that he is now a Muslim. And I'm gonna show you that post. And then by saying he's a Muslim, he also posted my video that we're gonna look at. So, interesting video today. Andrew Tate posts my video. Let's watch this. Okay, so shout out to Ruslan. He texted me that Andrew Tate had commented on my video when in reality, actually it wasn't a comment. It was Andrew Tate uploading my video on his Gettr profile. So I had to research this, make sure it was legit before I made this video. Turns out it is legit. This is Andrew Tate's Gettr profile, verified. The V is him being verified on Gettr. Cobra Tate here. So here's his page. If you scroll down to, I'm recording this on Monday. Here's 16 hours ago. He says, "This is why I'm Muslim." This is, of course, me here. He said, "Any Christian who believes in good and understands the true battle against evil must convert." And then he quotes a Quran 30:60. So be patient. Indeed, the promise of Allah is true. Okay. So what he's saying is, and we're going to watch this video if it won't stop moving. He's saying this is the reason, this, not me, but this guy in my video is the reason why he's Muslim. And Andrew Tate in the past has said the reason why he doesn't believe in, or why he's ashamed of being a Christian or believes Christianity is dumb, is because Christians have no backbone. And I actually agree with this post. Not that you should convert to Islam, but so many Christians are hypocrites. And this is absolutely crazy. So his logic's faulty because his logic to be a Muslim is because of this happening in the church. When my video he posted about me is me calling out the hypocrisy. Like my video is me saying, look how ridiculous this is. And he's saying, this is why I'm not a Christian, I'm a Muslim because of how ridiculous this is. And I agree. But the answer isn't become a Muslim. The answer is live out the truth, which is Christianity. I'm going to give you 7 reasons why. And I'm sure Andrew Tate will end up watching this. So I would love to interview him on a live stream and talk with him and discuss this because I think he's on the wrong side here. And I'm going to show you in 7 quick reasons why Christianity is the truth. But let's watch this video. Okay, so again, he posted he's a Muslim because of how crazy this drag queens are in the church and how crazy the church is. And I agree, but watch this. This is Isaac. The Methodist
Here's
Church
my video.
ordained their first drag queen to preach in their churches, and listen to what Isaac has to say in one of his sermons.
We are here to learn and to grow and to deconstruct and to reimagine what church can be, who church can be.
I'm shaking my head no.
And how church can feel together. It can be a place unafraid to denounce queerphobia, a place unafraid to name the sin of racism, and to call for an end to.
Notice he has trouble even speaking right there.
And then listen to what I say.
The church does not need to deconstruct.
We don't need to deconstruct.
Jesus has built the church, and the Bible says the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church. What do you think about this?
So I made a full video. Again, this is Andrew Tate's profile. I made a full video calling out this, saying this is crazy. This is insane. What is going on here? I'm completely calling out this hypocrisy, saying this should not be happening. And Andrew Tate's logic is, this is why I'm Muslim, because these are how Christians are. And we're saying this is not how Christians are. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be conformed to the world. The fact that the Methodist Church is ordaining drag queens is disgusting. It's disturbing. It's wrong. And that's what we're calling out. Listen, Andrew Tate, I was an atheist 12 years ago. I didn't believe in God at all. I was cussing, saying F God when God encountered me. I'm only doing this because God came to me. Now, the Islam faith, let's just look at, since he's now claiming to be a Muslim, let me just look at the history of Islam. This is public information, okay? Islam begins in Saudi Arabia in the 7th century under the teaching of Muhammad, who Muslims believe was God's final prophet. Muhammad claimed that a supernatural being visits him in a cave while he's meditating and tells him to read. But Muhammad told the spirit he couldn't read. Again, this is public information in the history of Islam. Yet 2 more times the spirit told Muhammad to read. Finally, he told Muhammad to recite and give him some verses to memorize. When this first encounter was over, Muhammad thought he'd been visited by a demon and became depressed and suicidal. Okay, this is the start of the Islamic religion here. But his wife and her cousin convinced him he'd been visited by the angel Gabriel and that he was a prophet. Muhammad continued to have these visitations throughout his lifetime. 3 years later, Muhammad began preaching in the city of Mecca that there was no God but Allah. Most people in Mecca who worship idols of multiple gods scoffed at his message, but gathered a few disciples and they were persecuted. In 622, Muhammad and his followers moved to Medina, which had a large Jewish population and were more receptive to monotheism, which is the belief in one God. This journey called Hijrah. After 7 years in Medina, Muhammad's followers had grown and they were strong enough to return and conquer Mecca, where Muhammad preached until he died in 632. So this whole religion starts with, go look this up, Muhammad having some visitation from, he thought was a demon and became suicidal and depressed. Turns out he believed then it was an angel and started preaching and made up a man-made religion and died in 632. And the difference between Muhammad and our God is our God rose from the dead. Our God is the only person historically that has risen from the dead. I'm gonna give you 7 other reasons why Christianity is true. Number 1 is miracles. Miracles prove Christianity is true. In John 10:38, Jesus said, if I do these works, believe in the evidence of the miraculous works I've done. And even if you don't believe me, you'll know the Father's in me and I'm in the Father. If you pray in Allah's name or Muhammad's name or Joseph Smith's name, there's no miracle power. My aunt was born deaf, and she's a nurse, was born deaf in one ear, and she can hear right now. I have another cousin that was deaf in one ear that could hear right now. I've seen people get healed of cancer. I've seen people get out of wheelchairs. I've seen demons cast out by the thousands. This is proof that Jesus is who he says he is. The miracles validate him. Number 2, historical prophecies coming to pass. The Bible has countless complex prophecies that have come to pass after being written verifiably thousands of years later. Jesus fulfilled tons of prophecies that happened, things that were written down and prophesied over 1,000 years before Jesus' life. Jesus came and fulfilled them historically. Number 3, archaeological evidence. History and archaeological evidence give overwhelming support of the Bible record. Not the Quran, not Muhammad, the Bible's record. Peoples, places, and events that the Bible talks about, archaeological evidence has verified. And no other religious book even comes close to the Bible on its historical and scientific accuracy or the immense number of prophecies fulfilled. Number 4, personal testimony. You can't discredit the millions upon hundreds of millions of people that have testimonies of how Jesus has radically changed their life. Number 5 is the real existence of Christ. A Jewish historian, Flavius Josephus, who is not a Christian, wrote this in 93 to 94 AD. This is 500 years before Muhammad was born. He wrote, at this time there was a wise man who they called Jesus, and his conduct was good, and he was known to be virtuous, and many people from among the Jewish nations became his disciples. Pilate condemned him to be crucified and to die, and those who had become his disciples did not abandon his discipleship. They reported, this is Josephus in 93 to 94 AD, they reported that he had appeared to them 3 days after crucifixion and that he was alive. So here you have eyewitness accounts of Jesus being alive after his death, and Josephus is writing about this 94 years later. So we're not depending on the revelation of Muhammad or Joseph Smith. We're depending on real eyewitness accounts. Number 6, the authenticity of the Bible. The Bible is scientifically true. Nothing in Scripture has been invalidated by science. Look at this. In fact, many scientific principles are found in the Bible. This would include the roundness of the earth, Isaiah 40:22, the infinite extent of the sidereal universe, Isaiah 55:9, the law of conservation of mass and energy, 2 Peter 3:7, the hydraulic cycle, Ecclesiastes 1:7, the vast number of stars, Jeremiah 32:22, the equivalence of matter and energy, Hebrews 1:3, the law of increasing entropy, which is Psalms 102:25-27. So the Bible answers questions like, where did we come from? What is the nature of the divine? What is the nature of man? What is the answer to the human predicament? What happens after death? And how do we explain evil? All that proves that the Bible is the true word of God. And then number 7, lastly, the hatred of the devil himself. The devil hates Jesus and Christianity. No one has ever said a demon manifested and said, I hate Muhammad or I hate Islam. The devil doesn't hate Islam or Muhammad because it's fake and it's a cult and it's not real. Christianity is real. Andrew Tate, you made this post proving why you're Muslim, but I would really challenge you on this. Reach out to me. We'll do a video. I would challenge you on this one fact, is that you're proving that why you're becoming a Muslim because of how crazy Christians are is the reason why I'm a Christian, because I want to prove them wrong. I want to be the difference. You don't go to a gym and say there's fat people here and these people are hypocrites. Of course there's hypocrites. There's hypocrites in Islam. There's hypocrites in the medical field. There's hypocrites in law enforcement. In any sect of society, there's fake people and there's hypocrites. So it's not a good reason to convert to Islam because Christians have no backbone. I agree with you, Andrew Tate. A lot of Christians are fake. A lot of Christians are going through the motions, but there's a real remnant. There's real believers that cast out demons, that heal the sick, that preach the gospel, that live with no compromise. I'm one of those people that have no compromise in my life. I'm walking this thing out for real. I was an atheist 12 years ago when God came to me. This is crazy, guys. I still can't believe Andrew Tate posted my video on his page. Again, I know it wasn't necessarily about me. It was about the drag queen and him saying this is why. And I agree. This is why. I hope this video blessed you. Let me know what you think down below. How crazy is that? Let me know in the comments. Maybe, who knows, we'll have Andrew Tate on a live stream and we'll talk to him about Christianity. We'll see. See you guys in the next video.